pretty insane.
Wait, damage.
Go
Rogues and
backstab.
rangers are the best damage dealers sometimes.
Rangers are insanely good in Pathfinder.
If you've got a ranger and it's against its favoured enemy, that favoured enemy has no chance.
Yeah, and especially if he has a paladin who grants him smite.
And 5 foot step.
Zacharias.
I can 5-foot step there.
Well, first of all, command the monkeys to go over here.
They get attacked now.
Yeah, and he has to
I believe he gets an attack opportunity now.
on the swarm.
He's prone though, so he can't take it.
Mm.
So yeah, you can move in there, and
Yep.
that means you can then do your damage. It doesn't even have an attack, I don't think.
Nope. They just
You just do some damage.
just jump on him, I guess. Bite him.
2d6 plus distraction.
Mm.
So they get to actually distract twice.
So, how much did you say? 2d6? 1d6?
2d6.
2d6.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2d6 from Monkey Swarm.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 9. Nom.
Alright, he's almost killed by the rampaging monkeys eating him.
Yes. It's
So
quite-
first the campfire exploded, and suddenly there was a woman,
Yep.
and now there's monkeys.
And then a large roaring man with an axe who cleaved a horse, and and now monkeys. He's having a bad day.
If he would
Man,
survive,
these guys are probably so confused that it's sad for them.
Bad day? Don't you mean like they've had a bad 18 seconds?
Fortitude save, I believe that's still a save.
It is, yes.
Still
If
not
they would
distracted,
survive.
too distracted by the monkeys.
Oh, I see how it is.
So he stands up.
Well, I can still
Attempts
act.
to,
The
because
monkeys.
Chiron
Hey,
can,
Malachi. The monkeys act on their own. Like, I still have my full
oh,
action.
sure. I thought you didn't want to do much more.
Oh, I see.
you spend your turn laughing maniacally.
Well, that could be true, actually.
Laughing maniacally is a free action.
You know why? Yeah, sure. I spent my turn maniacally laughing at the whole thing.
You give all your actions to free action as well.
Then he will then attempt to stand up. Chiron gets a
Also, the monkeys get
Attack
like a
opportunity.
steal attempt if they
Oh,
want.
he's going to have such a bad day.
Watch the
the
monkeys.
monkeys are too.
Yeah, well, monkeys. I don't care about monkeys.
Well, they're a swarm. They're immune to your damage.
Fuck
you.
the monkeys.
Pathfinder, they have, I believe, some resistance.
I am.
Go Jonas. Monkey steal?
Monkey.
They can steal things.
They can?
It might not matter though.
It might not.
As horse as rider, as they say.
If they
Comment,
would have
so-
survived, they would have one hell of a story to tell.
She like murdered these crazy dudes in the forest. I feel so lucky.
They have nothing to show but a bunch of summoned monkeys.
Oh,
Yeah, Cash will look weirdly at the monkeys, like what the fuck?
Zacharias laughs as he walks forward, like his
There remain
dark,
rounds, like another 2 rounds.
his dark coat sort of flapping behind him as he walks up. Ah! Ooh, as he looks at the monkeys and then just waves a hand and they disappear in thin air.
Whoa.
Chiron will turn to Zacharias and say, "Really, monkeys?"
I was thinking the same. Cash will just look at him weirdly, like, what?
He's a wizard, let him do what he wants.
Why monkeys? And I'm not gonna scribe that from you.
Oh, shit,
Monkeys scare me. Now it's time my enemies share my dread.
Well, I did write monkeys as scary as its label.
I am Monkey Man. Yeah, but Zacharias will just smile and look at the monkeys. Do you not like them?
Every time Zacharias smile, a puppy dies.
Yeah. That would actually be true.
I am not sure that's a causation, but perhaps a
And
cause.
that's the way he likes it.
Anyway, I think you have a basement to return to.
Very well. We should take whatever papers they had and review what they said, and also clean up this mess.
Well, Kyron's a large one.
Indeed. Zacharias nods to Karen. Would you mind?
Chiron will grumble, then collect the corpses, throw them into the forest, and then use some of his prestidigitation magic to make sure that it doesn't look like there was an ambush here.
It was a mighty swing, though, Chiron. You seldom see a horse cleaved in one stroke.
Well, if I can do one thing, it's apparently cleave horses.
You're a new butcher.
Chiron
Well,
the Butcher.
If you enjoy horse meat, sure.
Just don't put them in that lasagna.
Not in beef lasagna.
What is this devilry you speak? Zacharias will open the letter from one of these guys and see what was written in it.
Right, as he searches for, he finds a pouch with 20 gold pieces.
Ooh.
He also finds a there's stuff. They have some rations and stuff like that. And they have a seal. They just put with the letter like a wax seal. That you can see it's the Church of Mithras seal.
Is it magical?
No.
Okay.
It's just sort of a wax seal, so you know who actually made this letter.
Actually, I'm gonna study that seal quite.
Sure. I mean, it's a common sort of look to it.
I basically want to study it enough for me to be able to make a
Duplicate.
duplicate if needed.
That would be hard. You could take a dagger, of course, and open the letter, trying not to damage the seal.
Yes, I will certainly do that. And if it
I mean, both
if
me
it
and
requires nimble fingers, then I would ask Cash to do it.
I'm sure Cash can do that easily. She has a thing.
Yeah.
Sure. The letter is very short. It seems to be hastily written, although with a nice sort of handwriting.
Yep.
The idea behind it seems to be that Father Dunnigan, the Church of Mithras, will here, with the authority of the Lord of Eldencross, Lord Halen, and protector of the Watch Wall, he asks for one, immediate reinforcements from the local regiments, as per protocol. There's most likely a protocol for this sort of thing. He states that there is a high suspicion of malicious activities or watch corruption, and then he also requests that a garrison of knights would be sent north to investigate rumors of bugbear activities and perhaps root out this incursion before anything develops. This group of knights would of course be of the Knights of Ilarion, the royal knights. They are quite well strong men.
Well, Zacharias will arch an eyebrow and nod and say, "Well, we did a good call chasing these down. They would have called the Knights of Valerian up here, and that might have been quite troublesome for us."
Well, at least
Indeed.
now nobody else will even know that Bellantine is having trouble.
Indeed, it's excellent.
Well, until there's an army of bugbears charging down the country.
Zacharias looks around. I should think we need to get ourselves back as far as we can before we need to rest. We might even need to ride through the night. I would wish to get back. We're already late. I hope the rest of them don't do anything foolish.
Yeah,
What do you
she
think
should
is
go back.
It also says that Dunnigan is suspecting that something is wrong. It doesn't say he has proof, it's just a suspicion. But yes, it seems we have alarmed his paranoid side, let's say.
He'll have proof soon enough, but then it will be too late for him.
I certainly hope so. We need
Well-
to take him out.
Did we talk to him while I was gone, or have we not talked to
No,
him?
we're waiting for you.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
Zacharias nods. Was there anything else on the bodies valuable?
I mean, not really valuable. You could take the swords, but selling swords marked with sort of Italian Guardian emblems and such is not really. Like, there isn't really a market for stuff like that because you can only really acquire it from stealing or murdering, like, military people, and that's quite illegal.
Where's the other horse?
It ran, bailed,
Yes.
was freaked out by fire and destruction.
And monkeys.
Monkeys.
I didn't even see the monkeys.
If it had seen the monkeys, it would have ran even faster.
It was very fast. It was good at reacting and it saved its life. Yeah. Now it can be a free horse.
Most horses go back to their stable.
Do we want to spend time searching for the horse?
No, it's not like that. That they're like, oh no, what if the horse go back to its stable? What proof would a horse have?
The horse comes back. Meh, meh, meh. It's like, oh, you don't say. It's
Speak
like
with animals.
it's like Flipper.
Oh,
Did someone kill your people?
oh no, we killed the druid.
What is it, Flipper?
We
Squeak,
killed
squeak,
the
squeak.
druid, so
We certainly
Imagine them
did.
trying to carry that horse up to the top of the tower to see the druid.
Pull it around in a potato sack.
question: where did we put all the dead bodies?
In the forest somewhere.
Well, the other dead bodies.
In the
They're
basement.
in the basement. In
Yeah.
the basement.
That's right. We
This-
need to move them.
They're still in the basement.
We need to move them. Maybe we can do that the rest of the night.
They're in barrels, technically.
You know that you can certainly ride back. You'd most likely be back very late at night. You could sleep out here and arrive in the morning, rather, if you rather want that. You could certainly make your way back, sort of half a day's ride, and
What do you think?
There's no real hurry getting back, is there?
Just
Think-
the overarching hurry, I guess.
Your call.
I think it's a good idea if we stay and sleep, or else we'll all be tired and have minuses because of that.
All right. But we need to, like tomorrow, we need to take care of the bodies
Yeah.
in the basement.
How long have they been there?
One day.
It's not enough
take
yet,
over
but if you leave
take
them there
over
for
the
much longer-
campsite. And, there's warm food, a little ashen now, but
Oh,
it can be salvaged. Taste can be made to whatever you like with presentation. And, it's a nice campsite. There is even 2 bedrolls here and such. So
dips.
Yeah, Zacharias takes a bedroll.
Cass takes the other.
Kyron doesn't need a bedroll.
He's not a
You can
weak
just leave in
man.
a tree.
cold, lying there, refusing to ask for warmth. Well,
He's got a dragon inside, it's fine.
His hatred sustains him.
back at the keep, though, a few hours prior to this, Sorius is done cleaning this room as much as he can, even while trying not to do it, actually. He returns to the inn.
But the original idea was, of course, go and find who should have been in the basement, as in Jake. In this case.
Right. Well, that's a good question. We are in the inn. It is supper, sort of midday, and Marcus has been left here alone to aid Azorius in fighting Father Dunnigan in the basement.
Yep.
Will you go to the basement?
Well, I don't really want the innkeeper to notice me doing so. But, were we planning on, bringing him back after the innkeeper went to bed, or
No, we're planning on just killing him.
Our plan was to meet him in the basement after supper, so you would have
Yeah, after
to
supper,
enter the
so-
basement, after supper.
Yeah, and that's going to be difficult for me.
Yeah,
The least stealthy of us.
and since
Well,
we
you
haven't
normally,
shown up,
you normally manage to pull it off, so
Yeah, well, don't we usually wait for him to go to bed though? Think.
not always.
Oh,
the thing is we can't ask the father to come down in the middle of the night because that would be kind of suspicious.
yeah. Well, it's already kind of suspicious.
Well,
Yeah.
ignore the father for now.
Yeah,
The point is Marcus going to actually make it to the basement?
right. What I'll do is I will wait for somebody to have the innkeeper go to the kitchen, and then try to go to the basement.
You can certainly wait for some time while the innkeeper's. Yeah, sure. There are other people here, though. Will you sort of try to do it stealthily, or will you just sort of wait down in the basement?
Well, I do we have like a layout of the inn where like I would be able to see?
Just use this as the basement door will
That's
be
the
over here,
basement, then. Okay.
or rather, like up here.
Right.
Down.
Okay. Well, I'm not very stealthy, so there's that at least. I mean, generally, wouldn't we be keeping my armor in the basement anyway? I mean, that's like the safest place for it. Well, then again, the innkeeper goes down there, so no, we wouldn't put it there.
Back.
I'm sure
So,
we could.
well, I'm just basically debating with myself what's the best way that I want to go to do.
You could
to
just
get down
not go into the basement since it's might be somewhat odd that we haven't shown up yet.
Then Azorius.
Yeah, but
left
Azorius
alone
doesn't
to
know.
Fight Father Donegan.
Yeah, as far as Marcus knows, I'm going to be there ready to fight Father Donegan.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Azorius might be screwed.
But would we really miss Azurius?
That means no more healing.
Well,
I guess Cash would.
He has incriminating evidence upon him, you could say.
Ah, that's true. We need to at least
Of
get
a
rid of the body.
symbol. I believe he has the wand as well.
I have a lot of, and I have a ton of money.
I mean, you can just bail. You can just say screw him. And,
no. I'm going to.
You're going to get rid of your only religious friend.
No. I was thinking disguise myself as the innkeeper and then go into the basement, but then when the innkeeper comes out again after, then people will be like, wait,
but
didn't you just
that's
go into the basement?
Are there any barmaids?
Well,
yes,
I don't-
certainly there are.
You can
There's
disguise yourself
only
as a
one.
barmaid.
There's only one at work
Well,
at the
where am I
moment.
going to go to disguise myself as a barmaid and then come out?
Go
She's sort of
upstairs.
tending to people, bringing them alcohol and such.
It's an -2 to be able to change gender.
Well, that's not the problem. The problem is, where am I going to go to disguise myself?
Go upstairs.
Upstairs. Oh, well, I don't know why a barmaid would be upstairs, but we'll go with
Cleaning.
that. Okay, sure.
Cleaning.
So I'll go
Why?
upstairs.
Why do you need to?
I'm
Basically trying to find ways to get to the basement without being seen by the barkeep.
And
Okay.
everyone else in the bar.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to make people want to go down there and check things out.
Is the door? The door is locked, probably too.
Usually, yeah. Like that. It's been the other times you've gone down there.
That's also a problem. I could
You
disguise.
have to
as
be
the-
very stealthy to pick the lock while.
I can't even pick the lock. I could disguise myself as a servant and go down into the basement that way. But at the same time, how would I get into the keep?
You
So I can't really think.
Walk in through the front door.
It's
Or
closed.
the back door, rather.
But then the guards would be like, "Why are you getting here so late?" I guess.
It's coming towards evening. Kinda.
You're
Yeah.
good at bluffing, right?
Yeah. But now I have to think of a story.
So now Marcus is he going to do that, or is he going to leave Azorius to fend for himself?
No, I want to help Azorius.
Perhaps being
And I have
discovered and found out, and then everyone will know that something's going on.
Yeah. Give me like a minute to think of a story, but I do like that idea of like going in and then going to the. Well, there's gonna be people in the forge too. There's really no conceivable way for me to get down there without being seen by somebody.
Hey then.
Wait, what did you say?
Okay, I'll manage it alone.
No. I would like to help. I just don't know how to get down there.
Can't help. You just said that.
I could still go down there, but someone would see me. Is what I'm saying.
That would ruin everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if no one shows up, I'm not gonna. Yeah. If no one shows up, I wouldn't just try fighting him off myself. I'd probably like just make up like some story or something.
Maybe she was a coward and kind of decided that she didn't even want to tell.
I could disguise myself as the daughter. I have
And
the skill to pull it off.
and go up to him and say, "Hey, I need to tell you something, but not here. Come with me to the basement."
Well, no, he's already in the point that he'll be going to the basement. So.
Come with me to the basement, wink.
Yeah, the point is, I could always bluff. I could always bluff it in emergencies
Yeah.
to get away.
Oh man, this really sucks.
What does Marcus do? As
Mhm.
time ticks by.
Yeah.
Sorry, being alone in the keep. The others not come back.
Oh man, I guess Marcus will kind of think to himself that there's really nothing he can do. Like he'll think of all the possibilities, just like as I've been doing now, and think to himself that there's no way he can get down there without being seen.
Can you bluff your way down there?
Oh, like how?
Well, you're very good at bluffing. Just come up
Was
with an
it Shazer?
excuse.
Like, hey, I need to go into the basement. Why? My
No,
cat's
that-
down there.
I don't.
I don't know.
The problem is the barkeep might go down there and find dead bodies.
That and witness a murder,
And then he would have to kill the barkeep.
and that would be bad. I guess I could disguise myself as the barkeep for a few days.
Well, I mean, the dwarves don't live here anymore. We could
You don't know. He doesn't
kill
know
the
that.
barkeep and just put a sign up said closed.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't know that the dwarves are not there anymore.
Neither do you.
There's really nothing I can do, so I guess I'll think to myself and then get really frustrated and stay upstairs
Right.
and
Just
be angry.
gonna sit in your room, being nervous about why aren't the others back? What is Sirius doing? What kind of plan was this anyway?
Yeah.
Right. Sirius.
In that case,
Marcus is likely in the basement, waiting.
yeah, so Azurius would have gone to, when there's no, around supper times, of course, everyone would be like eating at the time.
Mostly. Usually.
Yeah, he would go ahead and like find his way to the basement under the forge. Yeah, notice there's no one there, and then basically just leave like a servant.
He makes his way to the forge, but sadly there are someone there. It seems the two guards at the moment have not left the forge.
I can't see the forge, but okay.
I am revealing it right now. It is round though, so I need to use the
Circle tool.
symmetric. Let's see.
There it is.
They're currently working. So, don't really pay much attention. Does Azurius attack them?
No.
Charge!
Oh!
Well, Azurius will consider this. Consider the fact that there is no that if all the reason he was going there to the basement anyway was to warn everyone. I mean, everyone would get the idea eventually when I never show up, right? Right. It's one of two things. So, abort mission, leave through the front door.
Right. You leave for the front door.
Emergency abort.
You come back to the inn and see that it's like none of your friends are here.
A sec. We'll change disguise on the way back, so.
Sure. None of the others appear to be here.
Okay, let's see if anyone's upstairs. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Marcus, where's everyone else?
They went out on a trip riding to catch some messengers sent by the father.
On the same day we were trying to assassinate the father.
Apparently. And then I was going to go down into the basement to help you out, but, me being as non-stealthy as...
A knight with that,
Did
pointing at your plate mail.
Yeah. It would have been rather difficult for me to get down there without being noticed. I even discussed all the options with myself. I thought of going to the keep and going in, through the same way you would, but...
I'm sure Horace here agreed all your ideas were bad.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I can tell you mission was failure on my end as well. We have several new problems. And you might be able to guess by the cleric sending out a letter. He is suspicious. Though, Commander Haveling is not, luckily for us. I was not actually able to find the cleric today. He was in a supposed meeting with Haveling for the entire day.
That's not good.
And the other two issues we've run into is the dwarves no longer live at this tavern. They've moved to the keep.
Oh.
And those bards, they're also staying there.
Hmm.
As reinforcements by the great cleric.
Well. It seems that today's plans were a spectacular failure.
Let's just hope the others do better. If they return anytime soon, that is.
Yes, they were meant to get back by now. And they're not, so we shall see. I'm hoping that it merely took them longer than they expected to catch up with the messengers.
I hope so as well.
But anything could happen.
I guess for the rest of the evening it'll be Marcus, Azorius, and Horace chilling out in the bedroom.
Sure.
Yeah.
The next morning, the horse riders here, I assume, will begin making your way back.
Yep. Certainly will be.
And the people in the inn most likely waiting for you, assuming that what has happened is exactly what has happened.
I'll be having breakfast.
Most likely.
I'm writing Sleipner.
So yeah, I guess we head back and then try the whole thing once more.
Your breakfast, and the others here would be there at the early afternoon. One, so you ride into town.
Yep. Yeah, I guess we need to try it again.
Marcus, you're gonna come to like the table? You'd be eating, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Does the inn have a sort of stable?
The inn does have a stable.
I mean, we
The
bought
stable
the
has some
horses.
new inhabitants.
Yeah, might as well keep the horses.
Yeah. That's certainly true.
Great, everyone's got new pets to name.
No, it's just horse.
Horse 1.
And Sleipner
Speaking,
and
didn't
Seabiscuit.
you steal that horse off someone,
Of course not.
Mr. Heinrich?
And the other
Horse
two
ranger.
horses. The other two horses have names. It's Seabiscuit and Sleipner.
Seabiscuit, Sleipner, and horse.
And horse.
And Horace.
Horace the horse.
And
Now, Horace-
whatever Zacharias has named his scorpion.
I think his name is Greensting.
Bob.
Yeah, the Nessie Knot's actually surprisingly larger than you normally think.
How big is that?
55 meters.
Yep.
Big knot.
Giant death scorpion.